So, the requests are back. I am actually going to be continuing on this playlist because I have not done it in a really long time, actually. So, I'm Midnight Strike 3625, and I am going to be reviewing the Crow soundtrack. First ever soundtrack review, and it is obviously, like I said, to the movie The Crow, which I have not seen. So, I might actually check it out or something, maybe. But the soundtrack is very good, very industrial oriented. It's very dark. Some of the songs seem like they have almost little to no emotion, though. But at the same time, that actually could be beneficial to the movie's sort of production value, dark, more gothic production value. I could definitely see this being a soundtrack to more of like a gothic kind of themed movie. So, that in mind, a lot of these songs, well, actually, most of the songs, if not all of the songs, are very good in their own right. So, some of my favorites are Burn, The Badge, Slip Slide Melting, and After the Flesh is pretty good, pretty decent, really industrial. And It Can't Rain All the Time is actually pretty decent as well. It actually is in the vein of, say, Snake Eater off of Metal Gear Solid 3, which I am a huge fan of, obviously. So, this soundtrack obviously came to fruition in 1994, along with, of course, the movie, which came out in that same year. So, Big Empty is the biggest hit off that album, and it is by Stone Temple Pilots, and it was later released on a different album. Kind of blanking on the name right now. I think it's Purple or something like that. Not really too into Stone Temple Pilots that much, but this is another one of those songs where I was just like, hey, I've actually heard this before, you know? Derb. So, yeah, I've heard the song before, and it was really decent. I really liked it, and then I didn't know the name of it. So, yeah, getting into it, I don't really know all the artists on here because I've never really heard of half of them. So, but a lot of the songs were really good from those artists. So, I'm probably definitely going to check out some of these artists individually because a lot of their stuff has like some really industrial and dark, kind of heavier, more on the punk side of rock theme to them, especially with The Badge by Pantera. I know it's a cover, but I have not heard the original. Probably going to check that out later. But The Badge, Pantera's version, rendition of it, has a more punk feel while retaining the metal roots and groove metal that Pantera is known for, of course, on their latter material after Cowboys from Hell hit in 1990. But it is a very good track. Another one is Helmet, Milk Toast. That's another good one. Also a cover. So, yeah, songs I really didn't care for, though, Dead Souls and Color Me Once. Other than that, I mean, like, they're good songs, and they probably lend a lot to the atmosphere of the movie itself. But other than that, I guess Time Baby 3, it was alright. Actually, that one was pretty decent, but it's just, other than that, they might have, lent atmospheres to the movie. But as far as, say, like, an all-out rocking soundtrack, it's not exactly, like, super, super metal, but it does have a dark, more atmospheric kind of feel to it. So no song on this album is completely bad. Hell, like I said, I even like It Can't Rain All the Time, which the person who requested this, Mike S., had said that it's not that great of a song, but I don't know. Like, I can see why people wouldn't like it, because the singer is kind of singing off-key a lot, or at least out of key, but at the same time, like, with all the verses and everything, she sings on key, she sings, completely tuned and everything, and it sounds decent with the backing vocals and the backing music, the backing instruments. So it's a very good song in that, if, like, aside from the whole out of key thing in the chorus. So another good song, of course, is, like I said, Slip Slide Melting. This is more of a punk kind of song in the punk roots, and not exactly sure who sings it, to be honest, but I just have a track list on here, and the copy that I have says various artists, so yeah. I know The Badge is by Pantera, Milk Toast is Helmet, Dead Souls, I believe, is Nine Inch Nails, Darkness is Rage Against the Machine. That's another good one. It's actually quite the departure from their more, hip-hoppy, bouncy-ish kind of rhythms, so it's really interesting to hear Rage Against the Machine kind of go out of their comfort zone and make something like this. So, it's not your typical album, but it is a very good soundtrack, and it's definitely more into the gothic kind of movie-related things. I could definitely see a song like Burn in, like, a gothic kind of movie. So, Burn is probably the most gothic tune to it, because it's got the industrial side, but it also has the more of the atmospheric kind of feel to it, whereas After the Flesh is just completely industrial, or at least that's the way it seems. So, Overall, I would probably give this album a solid 9 out of 10 because it is a very good listen, although some of the songs such as Dead Souls, Color Me Once, and sometimes Time Baby 3 sometimes overstay their welcome a little bit and they seem kind of tiresome. But like I said, I haven't seen the movie and they might sound excellent in the movie. They might actually add a lot of depth to the film just by having it in the background. I know movies and music kind of go hand in hand with that, and they might actually, like I said, lend a lot to it. So you never know. I might actually watch the movie, and when I do watch the movie, I might actually feel differently about these songs, but as it stands, my favorites are, like I said, Darkness, Slip Slide Melting, Burn, The Badge, and of course, After the Flesh. I really like After the Flesh. So, and Big Empty, of course, but then again, that's another song that I already knew about, but just didn't know the name for. So, 9 out of 10. Thank you very much for watching. This is Midnight Strike 3625. Keep calm and rock on.